Okay, so before I get started, as Max said, we got to take a selfie. So if you guys all want to look one more time. Here it goes. Hello. For the few of you who don't know me, my name is Joey Vaughan. Ever since I can remember, I've always wanted to be a lion. As a third-generation Bellarmine student, attending this school was like a family heirloom, something passed down and sacred from generation to generation. That being said, Bellarmine has combined this tradition with something organic and new, making these 4 years at Bellarmine something special, my own. That being said, I'll never forget the first day of freshman football, not sure what to think except knowing that I knew no one. Since then, this class has become a second family to me, more than classmates, but a community. Over this past year, we've all completed the college search, deciding which schools to apply to, and over time, narrowing down the list. One of the most helpful things I did, aside from remembering Miss Casey's advice that, after all, I was good, smart, and going to college, was to look at what students enjoyed most about their respective universities, to which almost all replied, the people. After hearing this over and over again, it clicked for me. Bellarmine has been and continues to be what it is today because of the people within. From teammates in sports like football and baseball, fellow club members, those involved in various service opportunities, and those of the esteemed TSN 292 gang, I have felt this connection firsthand. These past 4 years have been filled with great memories, and that is fully thanks to all of us, the class of 2022. Freshman year was a time of trying new things, whether it be friends, classes, or activities. After meeting part of our class at breakaway, we were thrown into this new thing called high school, trying to figure out how everything worked. I vividly remember first meeting my CP class, only ever having spoken to just a few. I had no idea that over these next 4 years, that would become not just friends, but one of the closest classes I've ever been a part of. Sophomore year was a similar year of growth, coming together through events like Friday Night Lights and the sophomore retreat. Everything was going well until COVID struck, stripping us of spring sports and the rest of the year. The next year was a rough one for all of us, a year of separation and absence from Bellarmine. However, through it, we became more resilient, finding creative ways to connect with each other, from calling and texting to creating podcasts and videos. Even as we remained isolated heading into junior year, our class stayed strong, finding the bright spots like the extra time in the morning, the ability to turn off our cameras, or the ability to make quesadillas during class. When we finally did return, it was with a greater appreciation for our classmates, our teachers, and our families, but most of all, with the greater sense to make the most of the short time we had left. The rest of junior year, filled with a much-needed encounter and the return of sports, felt like a blur. And just like that, we were seniors. This past year, we finally had the chance for a full year together, one where we've known each other from the start and didn't spend the first semester just trying to find out where our classes were. It's been a valuable year, one filled with fascinating classes, at least for the most part, formative retreats, and connective extracurriculars. Even after doing some activities, such as participating in sporting events or mass, for the 3 years prior, this year, to echo the motto of the SEC, just meant more. And now, after these past few months, here we are, ready, as Father Greg Boyle once said, not to come to Bellarmine, but to go from it out into the world. These 4 years together have taught us valuable lessons and imbued our lives with unforgettable memories. As we leave today, don't forget what we've learned, both inside the classroom and especially outside of it. Don't forget the hard work to put in to win the big games and the celebrations in the locker room afterward. Don't forget the oorahs or the Bellarmine Classics and coming together as teams to win. Don't forget the love you felt on the retreat and the desire to show that love back to others. Don't forget the epic tangents where you learned to appreciate new viewpoints, even if you didn't agree and in their opinion they were wrong. Don't forget the time spent together, whether it be never-ending Uno, epic Monopoly games, Nerf wars, immaculate lunch table groups, or just hanging out together. Don't forget the bus rides to games, carpools for Adopt-A-Family, or just the school trips. But most importantly, never forget that we are Bellarmine Lions. We are the class of 2022. Thank you. And now I'd like to call up Mrs. Nuno as a faculty speaker.